Namaste and a warm welcome to this episode on TIL Legal Tips, which is being presented by the Indian Lawyer and Allied Services. I am Sushila Varma, Chief Consultant at the firm. Today's episode will focus on a director's liability under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of 2016. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of 2016 has been passed in order to amend and consolidate the law pertaining to reorganization or insolvency and winding up of companies, corporates, as well as partnership firms. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, better known as the IBC, is a piece of legislation that was passed with the intention of reorganizing or helping companies to get back on their feet and become profitable ventures. Under the IBC, the corporate insolvency resolution process begins when a financial creditor or an operational creditor serves a demand notice making a demand of money that is due and payable to the creditor, and that the same has to be paid within a prescribed period, failing which the creditor has the option of approaching the NCLT for proceedings under the IBC. Though the IBC is a beneficial legislation made with the intention of helping sinking companies recover and get back on their feet, sadly, unscrupulous management has misused the provisions of the IBC. Upon the service of a demand notice, if the corporate debtor fails to make the payment, then the creditor has the option of proceeding for the corporate insolvency resolution process, more better known as CIRP. Once the CIRP process starts, a resolution professional is appointed. Upon appointment of a resolution professional, a moratorium is declared under Section 14 of the IBC. A moratorium means that all litigations, arbitrations, or any other judicial or quasi-judicial proceedings against the company is suspended till the moratorium period is over. What happens when a moratorium is declared is that the management becomes very complacent that now that all proceedings against them, that is the judicial or quasi-judicial, have been suspended, they can be at peace. But this is not the case. All directors who are actively involved in the management and operation of the company will be officers in default if there has been mismanagement on their part. They will therefore be responsible even after the company goes into CIRP or a moratorium is declared. Indian courts have always held that if a director has taken any action which is not in the interest of the company, or which is fraudulent, or which is deemed to be directly or indirectly criminal in nature, the director will be liable. In a recent case of the Supreme Court titled as Ajay Kumar Radheshyam Goenka versus Tourism Finance Corporation of India 2023, a three-judge bench held that even if the corporate debtor is under a moratorium and all litigations and quasi-judicial proceedings are suspended, that is not to say that directors can get off scot-free. If the court finds that the director was directly or indirectly involved in the commission of the offence, the director will be personally liable. Hence, even if a moratorium has been declared against the company, a creditor can take action against the directors both in civil and criminal law if they can show that there has been fraudulent intention, cheating, or misappropriation of the funds by the director. Another very important aspect that one should be watchful about is that even if a criminal proceeding has been initiated against a company and a moratorium has been declared, the directors will be held liable if they have been involved in the commission of that particular offence. Please also note that when a moratorium is declared, it does not suspend criminal proceedings which have been initiated against the company or the directors. Sadly, though what began as a beneficial legislation, the IBC, has been so badly misused that today, instead of the creditor getting the benefit, it is generally the corporate debtor that ends up with all the benefits. If you have any queries on the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, please feel free to write to us on the link below and we shall be happy to answer your queries. If you have found this episode useful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that we are encouraged to produce more such videos which is in the general public interest. Thank you and have a good day.